Hello everyone and welcome to the WildWeiler Weekly Wrap. As always, I am WildWeiler. It was Thanksgiving week in the United States, and like many families, mine was hard at work. For the big meal, we ended up making a ham, 2 turkey breasts, and some stuffing with vegan sausage in it for those who don't eat meat, as well as mashed potatoes and, of course, green beans. We didn't have any dessert due to a kitchen mishap. All the desserts got broken, and that was really sad. It was an amazing dinner, though. Everybody seemed to greatly enjoy themselves. I enjoyed myself. I am somewhat disappointed that I didn't even make candied yams, which I personally love. I think of them as a dessert, which is weird because most families serve them with the main course, which is fine, but they're just really sweet for a main course, which is okay if that's your thing, but I really like them, and I really hate that it's the one time a year in the US where people don't look at you like you're crazy for making them. So my big change for 2023 is I'm gonna make candied yams whenever I damn well please, and there's nothing anybody can do to stop me because I am not waiting for another year. But I've gotten ahead of myself because that was Thursday. On Wednesday, I saw Glass Onion, A Knives Out Mystery, which is the second movie in the Knives Out series? Franchise, that's the word. And I saw it in a limited screening event that was somehow not a packed house, which was mind-boggling. And everybody else can look forward to seeing it on December 23rd, premiering on Netflix, because it is a Netflix film. Fun fact, it cost $40 million to make against $400 million that Netflix spent on the rights to make it, which is something, I guess. I don't understand how Netflix's business model works. It spends $500 million on one movie, and I just don't see how they're supposed to recoup that through my little subscription, but hey, if it gets us more Knives Out films, I guess I'll go along for the ride. But it really worries me that so many franchises are tied to the success of companies rather than the success of their writers and creators, if that makes sense. Like, the studios have a lot of control, and that's not always the best for people like me who enjoy stories with interesting cast of characters and not just something delineated down to the common denominator that a giant corporation can use as a guaranteed bet. But I've gotten way ahead of myself now. As most mystery movies are, I can't really talk about Glass Onion without going into spoilers, so I'm just going to have to leave you with this. It is a great movie. It is a fitting sequel to the first one, and you will not be disappointed when it comes out. You should really see it if you have Netflix, and if you don't, pirate it, because Netflix is a giant company, and if it's not available in your region, it's not like you can pay them to see it. So just do what you have to do to watch it, and then in the future, if you're able to, buy it. Not hard. Anyways, speaking of mysteries, and oddly enough, Wednesday, the Wednesday Addams series, also on Netflix, is now available for streaming in its entirety. It is an 8-episode show, and it is phenomenal. Normally, I don't like shows set around high schoolers. They don't entertain me. But this was different. It's kooky, it's fun, it's dark humor. It's really good. It's a very good modern sort of take on the 90s Addams Family movies, like bringing them sort of forward to the way we're more into series now rather than movies in general. Like I said, it's only 8 episodes, and I think for a lot of people it's going to fill the hole sort of left by Harry Potter, because Harry Potter isn't really a good franchise to be supporting. Its author supports a lot of very harmful and problematic groups, and any money that you give to her directly goes to those groups. So a lot of people are like, hey, I grew up with Harry Potter, and I really loved Harry Potter as part of my childhood. Like, it was part of those years where you really are deciding what you like and what you don't like, and it is hard to forget that. And I think the Wednesday Addams series will soothe that sort of wound, because I understand how much those things can sort of hurt, and you should check it out if that all sounds interesting to you. Another little thing is Fred Armisen makes a wonderful guest appearance in episode 7, and it is amazing and perfect and wonderful, and you should almost watch the first 6 episodes just to get to episode 7. I really highly recommend this. Enough about Netflix properties, though. I had two streams this week. The first was I crafted some goggles. So now I have goggles, which is good because my second stream was all about airships. That's right. Anno 1800 had an airship expansion this summer that I completely forgot about because I was busy. If you want to know what I was up to, just let this playlist run because it's the weekly wrap and I talk about my week every week. Unless I get sick. And then I don't do it. But that's understandable. Anyways, so I did the first half of that scenario. The second half is coming up tomorrow on Tuesday, but that's part of the streaming schedule. We'll get to that. And it was really fun. It's oh my gosh, it's like a fever dream. There's so much going on. It's absolutely crazy. And that does it for what I did this week. You know, family, food, movies, video games. It was great. I actually did make a stream schedule for this week, though, and I'll put it right up here on my right. And yeah, I'm going for 3 streams this week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Specific times are to be determined, but that's how it goes. You know this by now. On YouTube, we have the second to last episode of Stranglehold coming up, as well as the VOD of a stream with me and my dear friend Emrys talking about some SCPs. Both are great. And what I mean by that is the stream VOD is great, and Stranglehold is frickin' Stranglehold. And I'm so glad it's the second to last episode. That does mean, please keep those Let's Play series recommendations coming in. I've got a few already, a few I really like, but hey, if you come up with more, let me know. That'll do it. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.